just want to show you a very, very easy way to make gherkins, or what do you call them? Well, it's fermented cucumber. So we'll pick one off the tree here, the plant, before it's too mature. But really, it doesn't matter, it's quite mature when you're fermenting them. And this is a way I've learnt this summer, and it's so simple. It just seems incredible. I love keeping it simple, sweetheart. Another beauty. Oh, that's two. Let's see if there's more. Okay, that's quite small. So I'm giving them urine and water mixed. Okay, so we've got two gherkins here, or just ordinary cucumbers. So let's go and get them fermented. Tasting very, very gorgeous. Now, in this beautiful old bucket I bought from Sweden, handmade. I just love these things. I've got my fermented carrot, and I mean, having these fermented vegetables and keeping them in a place where it doesn't get all too dirty is a bit of a challenge. And I'm using these maize plastic bags, which are actually lasting very well, that just with water in, and I just put on top. And you can just rinse the whole bag once in a while. And really, it's because it's all beneficial bacteria. All you're looking to avoid is the yeasts that will develop on the sides here. They come up on the sides. And so every time I take some with a clean hand, I just push it down and put the bag on. And see, I just think this is so fascinating. So here are my lacto-fermented carrots, which I made maybe a month or so ago, I think a month. And what I found out, because I love actually I digest these better, especially the cucumber, better than the carrot. And see, the thing is, and this is the red pepper, which I just have a little bit of, gives this beautiful taste. See, the thing is, peppers and cucumbers are fruits, botanically are fruits, and they're easier to digest than carrots, which are a root. It's just much more, the fiber is different. And so what I'm really doing here is using the carrots, which have fermented already, and all these gorgeous juices, I'm using them to make my fresh fermented cucumber. So in a little while I'm going to have my lunch. I'm going to have some sardines, I think. And so what I'm going to do is simply take off these that have been fermenting maybe for a week. Really, it happens in a day, and they're ready. So this is for my lunch. And then I want some cucumber for tomorrow. So all I do is chop these gorgeous little creatures. Just chop them. I had a bite of one of these. Just go like this. Maybe just like this is is very delicious. And just put them in the bucket. In they go. I mean, this is so simple, it doesn't even matter if you've had a bite of one. And the fact that the vegetable, or the cucumber, becomes extremely delicious, much easier digestible, and at the same time much more nutritious. It's just like a miracle, really. And this is something that you could really be self-sufficient with in Denmark, because you can also grow outdoor cucumbers and ferment them, and then you could freeze them. You could also leave the fermented vegetables in a cool place. They will just go very sour. I mean, cabbage can just be left in their fermented state for years and they won't go off. So this is just so beautiful. And I do eat a little bit of the carrot as I go, but just not very much. So it's like really listening to my body. What does it want? It doesn't want too much carrot. So now I've got a bit of this too. I'll put that in with them, which is really a delicacy. They're very difficult to grow in Denmark because they need a long maturing time to become red like this. And see, because we're adding all these fresh vegetables, the carrots don't become more sour. You sort of halt the fermenting process of the carrots because you're adding all this new sugar and new fresh fibre, so that all the bacteria in the bucket, is this okay? Yeah. They go straight to this fresh stuff and start eating it. It's like we're feeding, it's like a little farm. So we're feeding the microbes now. I think this is so smart because you don't sort of have to start all over again. You just keep adding and taking it out. It's just so smart. And for sure, man has been doing this for thousands of years. We just have to sort of start all over again because our culture has not really taught us these things. So this could not be more simple. Simple cooking. Extreme simple cooking. Go get a bit closer. You just want to get them under the juice. And you can just, if you can't squash them in, just let them sit for half an hour and come back to it. And they will be... You could also just add a little bit more salt. Very soon they'll be all mushy. We can come back in half an hour. Just have a look. So now about an hour has passed by and it's already a little bit more wet, and I can press it all down under the water now. You can feel they're getting soft. So I'm just going to I can actually put it back in the cold and it will just ferment slowly. Or I can keep it up here where it's warm for a few hours or till tomorrow. So now we have our fermented cucumber in a very simple way. See you, my friend.